various federal and state laws that prohibit discrimination and discriminatory harassment based on protected personal characteristics, such as sex, gender, race, religion, national origin, and disability. One important federal law you may be aware of is Title IX, which prohibits sex-based discrimination. This key reminder will focus on the reporting obligations which are based on and required by Title IX that UConn employees have under UConn's policy against discrimination, harassment, and related interpersonal violence. Often, employees are the first to learn about behaviors or incidents that may violate the policy against discrimination, harassment, and related interpersonal violence. While all employees are encouraged to report any potential misconduct to the Office of Institutional Equity, or OIE, including incidents of discrimination, harassment, and bias-related conduct, there are some things you are required to report to OIE. This includes any disclosure of sexual assault, intimate partner violence, and/or stalking involving a student in any capacity, regardless of when or where it occurred, and any disclosure of sex-based discrimination occurring in a UConn program or activity. The majority of UConn employees are considered responsible employees, including but not limited to faculty, staff, and graduate assistants. There are a few exceptions of employees who are not responsible employees under the policy. This includes medical and mental health care providers and the Employee Assistance Program. Those employees have specialized training and are aware of their designation relative to the policy. Let's learn more about reporting obligations through a scenario. Betsy is an academic advisor and just received an email from one of her advisees. In the email, the student discloses that she was sexually assaulted over the weekend and doesn't know what to do. Betsy sees that the student included a staff member from the Dean of Students' office and one of her professors as recipients of the email as well. Betsy assumes that the Dean of Students' office will report the student's disclosure to OIE. Betsy is more concerned about responding to the student to make sure she gets the proper support and care she needs as a result of this incident. Certainly, Betsy is doing the right thing by providing her advisee with support and resources. But Betsy would be neglecting her reporting obligations by assuming that someone else will report the email to OIE and not making the report herself. Every individual employee who is aware of a disclosure needs to make a report to OIE. Even if you believe that someone already reported a disclosure or incident to OIE, you still need to fulfill your reporting obligations. Filing a report with OIE can be done online, over the phone, or by email. Anyone who personally experiences conduct that could constitute sex discrimination while participating in an education program or activity may also file reports with OIE, though are not required to do so. UConn takes all reports very seriously. Filing a report is considered a protected activity under our non-retaliation policy, which prohibits retaliation against anyone for making a report or participating in an investigation. If you're ever uncertain about whether you need to report an incident, it's always best to err on the side of caution and report it. The Office of Institutional Equity will manage your report appropriately. The University of Connecticut is committed to fostering an environment free from all forms of discrimination and harassment. For more information, resources, and educational materials on Title IX and our policy against discrimination, harassment, and related interpersonal violence, please visit title9.uconn.edu.